Hey guys, I did my digital illustration presentation on Neil Adams. So his early life and career, he was born on June 15th, 1941 in New York City. Then he actually grew up in the bustling metropolitan, and then he actually later influenced on his artistic style. He attended the School of Illustrational Art in Manhattan, where he honed his skills and to develop a passion for comic book art. His professional work for Archie Comics, where he actually drew his humor and adventure stories. Then he actually worked as a ghost artist for the Ben's Casey comic strip, which was based on the popular TV Medicare drama of the same name. Adams initially struggled breaking into comic book industry, facing numerous rejections before landing on his first major gig. His creative process style brings a much more realistic look to comics. He paid close attention to the anatomy, lighting, and movement, which makes his characters feel alive instead of making it stiff. He liked using dramatic poses and strong expressions, almost like the scenes from an actual movie. Sometimes he used real people as reference, and then he pushed the action further to make it more exciting. Um, I would say, like, for his approach, I really like how he actually makes it like a bit a cartoony style, like you see in most of these comic strips. That honestly just it makes it so fascinating to look at, though. Where you see the style he actually pushed today, which actually got thousands of people to actually like the stuff that he does. Um, for his legacy in the comic industry, Neil Adams changed the look of modern comics by pushing a more realistic art and stronger storytelling. Then he worked on his characters such as Batman to help shape the darker style that we see today. We also fought for the creator's rights. He also fought for the creator's rights and to make sure artists got proper credit and payment. And he influenced to still see both of Marvel and DC, and many artists continue to follow the path that he set. Uh, so his works outside of comics. Adam also works in advertising, commercial art, and storyboards. He runs the continuity studios where he trains and supports his younger artists. His studio worked on a lot of projects outside Marvel with DC, shows how versatile it was. He then became known for helping artists in the industry and pushing for fair treatment. So some of these works I actually like, that actually stood out to me, where you see like a lot of the works that I really like and I found really fascinating that I want to talk about. The Mighty Avengers. Uh, I really like how he did the layout for the characters, like you see from underneath. Like you set up like the action of how almost like the villain just stepped right in, and it was almost like they're going to do a fighting battle scene, something right there for a sec. It makes it like so urgent, and I really like how he played the perspective on it. The second one is the living Mofflet. I really like how it makes it more. I would say I really like how they actually made the Mofflet right here. I really like how he actually show the movement and stuff in it though. And then the other one is something inhuman. This way comes. I really like how he actually made this eerie entity like coming out of water, something like we don't even know what he is or what it looks like. Something like he might. I don't know, but maybe he might be like a hero or anything like that. But I kind of like how he used the shadowing and the texture to actually give like a good look on it though. Okay, next. Back into the negative zone. The I really like how the character just actually just pulled out into the space, stretching pose with the diagonal lines. That makes the whole scene just like almost like orbit around like in a little bit of slow motion though. Um, yeah, the Soul of Thor. Ooh, this one was really good. I kind of like how this one turned out really well. I kind of like the lighting, how it makes it like so dramatic. Um, even like the expressions make it a little bit exaggerated enough to make it what it actually means and stood out. Um, I would say he used the contrast to make the energy like so bright and powerful. Then I would say like the back the black and bold from the blue. I would say this page shows how Adam drew is a hero of the figures. I really like how they use this guy to actually just zoom right out, like he's flying away from it to capture the great movement. And then, yeah, I really like how he actually did some of that stuff. Okay, then the last one is I would say the Return of Professor X. So this is from the Incredible Four. This page shows the eye on the panel where he kind of like scans like the world where Professor X actually did scan it the world. I kind of like how he used like the contrast of the yellow though to actually make that kind of like glowy effect. It actually just stood out. I really like how they actually did the strips of the scenes showing it though. And I want to say it's like there was like a little bit of less spacing with the people right there from underneath. So yeah, this is the last one is the double cover of Superman and Moonman Ale. I kind of like how they actually did this fighting scene of it though. This looks really good. Um, I can really tell he he actually did a great job making it though. I really like how he actually made the scene stand out. I really like how he did like an actual space. So it makes it more interesting. And here are my reference. So this was my presentation.